Hello everyone, it is me. I haven't been here for a month, but who's counting, right? Welcome to Flosstube number 27. My name is Michał or Michael. You can use whichever you want. And today we've got 5th of September 2022, Monday, and welcome to my Flosstube. This is my channel. This is Star Parade. We are talking about cross-stitching mainly, sometimes crocheting, sometimes other craft. But today we are talking with two different voices because we have a guest. First time on the channel.
Behold! 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 The representative of Allah on earth, father of the country, shepherd of the people, sovereign of the land, he of the two ladies. Behold! The son of Osiris, Imperator, the divine ruler. Behold! The royal sultan.
Welcome, Leonie.
Hi, it's me.
Tell me, what are you doing here?
I'm coming for a visit. To spend some time with a very good internet friend. And see England a bit.
Yeah, so Leonie is paying me a visit, so she has been here since Wednesday evening. And how do you find England so far?
Fun.
Fun. So we've been doing a lot of stuff together, and my partner, we've been traveling a little bit. We've been to London to see a musical, which I'm supposed to have something here prepared, but I don't. No, where's my musical thing? Oh, here is it. On the very bottom. So we've seen Wicked together.
Yay! It was very wicked.
It was fun. I really liked it.
Me too.
And cast was really nice. I really liked the singing. And we also seen another musical together.
We've seen a few.
We've seen the vampire musical, part of it at least. We're still watching it downstairs.
Tanz der Vampire.
Yeah, so it has been
And
fun.
Twisted, the untold story of Vizier or something.
Of Jafar, of Grand Vizier or something like that. Oh, I know what should I do. I should put the during an introduction I will put the this guy that was shouting. I'll show you later. Behold!
Oh. Okay.
Okay, so I think we should start with our work in progress, maybe, because I did a little bit of progress since we've seen each other last time. So I finally finished part 4 of wonderful caterpillar cross-stitch How Does Your Garden Grow? And this is how it looks. And I have mixed feelings about this. Mainly about some colors. Like, I know that I complain about it all the time, but I would choose a different overalls for the gnome. And some of the peas are not really looking well, but the video probably will show me wrong. And everything will look perfect and ideal, but I would choose the little bit different colors on that. But despite that, I really like stitching on it, and I really hope to finish it maybe next month if I will sit and just stitch on it consistently, because I have different things. I have a lot of things that I bought and I want to start them. So if I will knock this out of the way, I will be very, very happy. Leonie, do you have anything to show?
Yeah.
What are you working on?
I am working on a kit.
And tell everyone where they can find you.
Oh yeah. I have a currently not active Flosstube account. Leonie Stitchy Madness. That I think I did my last video in January. So if anyone's here that has been watching my channel and wondering where I went,
She went
well,
here. She's
I'm here.
I was holding her captive for the past 6
I
months.
was very occupied with my learning for my state exams, and then since then I've gone a bit crazy with stitching and traveling, and yeah, so I haven't really found the time to do a floss tube weirdly. But while I was on vacation, I think 2 months ago, I started something new, a kit from RTO. I don't really have a picture of it, but it's
almost finished, so
it's
picture
a
speaks.
bit over 50% done. So yeah, and I really love it because of the colors on dark fabric.
Yeah.
So that's my current travel whip that goes with me to all different countries. It's been to Canada, Germany, Italy, England.
Yeah, it's been everywhere.
Yeah.
You should probably stitch the countries next. Or just names.
I thought about
Stitched
stitching
in.
something for Canada, but...
Canada leaf. You can stitch Darcy's portrait.
That would
Darcy, you have to
take a little bit
Oh
longer.
my gosh, Darcy, if you are watching this, you have to release your portrait on your on your Etsy shop. I'm sure that someone will buy it, definitely.
Maybe you.
Maybe
Stitch it?
I will stitch it. Oh no.
But
And put it on my wall. Yeah. So the other thing that I was working on was my Pokemon Great Wave of Kanto. So I filled it a little bit of Gyarados over here with some blue and stitched a lot with my favorite thread, 310 DMC. I'm sure that's everyone's favorite color. And everyone is totally not sick of stitching it.
he's lying.
Maybe a little bit. So this
To
is how it
himself.
looks at the moment. And it is not ironed because I don't iron my stuff. At least not the stuff that I'm working on. And yeah. So I did about, 600 stitches in total. But yeah, a little bit of progress. And I will continue to put that in my rotation. And I realized that I wasted a lot of fabric on this.
You put it to good use, not wasting it.
Well, I like it. That's the most
You could
important
make a
thing.
wall hanging with the rest.
Yeah.
Or
How? It is vertical though. Like horizontal.
thing. No, bad with words. Bookmark.
Book.
You could.
Oh yeah, I could do a
Embarrassing.
book. Yeah, actually, why not? Do you have anything else to show? Any work in progress? Or that's everything that you
Not here. I
brought here?
forgot it.
Oh, where is it?
In guest room.
Oh, time break.
I'll be right back.
In the meantime, I'll show my next thing. So since we last seen each other last time, I did a little bit of progress on my goddess of prosperity. Not a lot, but yeah, just a little bit. I stitched more with 1/1, and I changed my needle minder to fit the theme a little bit better. But yeah, what do you think of 1/1? It's very tiny.
Ooh, yeah. It is.
But I think the background is a little bit punching through it. But it should be fine, right? It's hard to stitch 1/1 on linen because threads are different thickness, have different thickness. So yeah, but I really do like working on it, and I need to move the Q-snap soon up because I want to reach the top and just go down to the bottom. So I started in the center. I don't know why. I guess I like to waste a lot of fabric again.
Just to be sure.
Just to be sure. Yeah. Honestly, I'll tell you later about mistakes in fabric that turned out to okay in the end. But I was very stressed about that because I put about, I don't know, 5,000 stitches on it, and I realized I didn't start in the center of the fabric. But yeah, what you've got
I have
in your special investigation file.
a cool project bag. That for that one I actually have a picture, but it's Hopcorn. It is also a kit from RTO.
She likes RTO.
Yeah, I like their kits. And it's a series of different pun animals. And I did one before cowberry, with a strawberry cow. And that one is finished now, and I started... I don't know when I started it. Probably have it on my...
Sometime.
No, I didn't fill that out.
Whoops.
But I stitched quite a bit on it, though it's been a while. But that's what I stitched so far.
It is a lot of progress, actually.
Maybe... I don't think it's quite 50% yet.
It's getting close, though.
Getting there. And I've taken it on 2 trips with me now, I think, and didn't stitch on it. Just on the other one. But it still will get finished at some point.
So, I've got a new start, finally, after a couple of weeks of stitching monogamously on something else. I've started a Texas state outline with a little bit of, how should I say that? Like mountains in the middle and clouds. I will put the picture on somewhere because I don't have, it's not a kit, I bought it on Etsy. And I'm a little bit over 6% done. So the whole pattern, what I really like, this pattern, that whole pattern has about 6,000 stitches in total. So it is very small and very tiny, and I've got it on this 32 count rustic even weave, and this is how far I went with it. It doesn't look like much, and it looks like someone dirtied the fabric a little bit over here, but it's gonna be beautiful. If the colors won't show up nice on this fabric, I'll just outline everything with black, and I think that will help the colors to pop. But so far I really do like it. And the fabric was gifted, it was part of the gift that I received for my birthday from me and my partner's friend, and she gifted me a lot of things from Texas. That's why I decided to stitch also something Texas related to send it back to her on one of the fabrics that she gifted me. And that's why I'm stitching Texas. Do you have anything else with you? Like any new starts or anything like that?
No.
No. Okay.
Just a lot of stuff I bought here because someone's been very enabling.
I don't know who you're talking about. It wasn't me. Probably my partner, Jesse. He's a mischief, I'm telling you. So I can show you my finishes now. I have 2 finishes, which is a lot for me, and one of them is quite big. It was almost 16,000 stitches. It is, I can probably say that it was start and finish because you haven't seen it on the channel. I only posted that on my Instagram. But I published another pattern, and it is Big Sampler. It is Quaker, kind of related or themed, but it has a little bit of twist on it. So it is not Quaker, but Quaker Sampler, and it's all about ducks, and this is how it looks like. And it is massive. It is A3 size, and I probably should wash it. If I wash it, it'll probably shrink a little bit, so I would comfortably frame it myself if I buy a proper frame. But I really had fun stitching this. It is on the 32 count Belfast linen. I think it's called something blue. something blue. It's blue. Okay, and it is a stitch with Simply Shaker thread from Gentle Arts in color linen. So it looks a little bit dirty, but that's how it's supposed to look. It took me 3 weeks to stitch this, and that's why I was hesitating to post anything on Flosstube, because I was just focusing on this one thing that I basically couldn't show you until it's done. So that's why I had almost a month break. So I hope I am excused, because you can buy this on my Etsy shop. Like, not this, but the pattern. This is mine. So yeah, and it has a lot of motifs dedicated to ducks. We have a duck heart, we've got the nest with eggs and feather, we've got some mushrooms, because why not? And you can simply, choose different colors and stitch the mushrooms with red caps and stuff like that if you want to. But yeah, I really do like it, and I am very proud of it, and a lot of people seems to like it as well. So if you're interested, you can purchase it on my Etsy shop. Shameless plug, I know.
Self-advertisement on your channel is very good.
Yes.
No one's saying anything about that.
Yeah, because we're just two of us. And my other finish is this little guy. It is a collective project of stitchers around the world, and it's called Plantatard. And it is, I think it's Adventure of Little Tadpole. I don't know how this will look, because this is one of the frames of a video that they will put together of all of the photos. So people are assigned to stitch one frame of the animation, and I think mine was 26. And they will put that together in October and make a video out of it, like frame by frame. Is it called, not frame by frame, stop motion? I think it is, yeah. It's stop motion animation with this little guy. So previous iterations, the characters were dancing in the video, but I think they tried to do something else this year. So yeah, I'm excited to see how the end product will look like. So yeah, it is done, and I took some pictures yesterday, and Leonie took picture of me taking the picture, so it is pictureception.
Very entertaining.
Very entertaining.
The making of the pictures.
And that's all of my projects at the moment. Yeah, that's it. And we've got a little bit of haul that we all...
Little bit.
Just a little bit that we purchased while Leonie was here. So exciting news! I finally found a needlework shop that sells cross-stitching stuff in it, like physical shop that you can walk into, browse through the stuff, and pay enormous price for it.
And it's dangerous to go visit a place like that, so beware.
So I've got some kits that I bought, not from this place, but from Amazon. I found them on like 60% off. So I bought 7 of those little watermelons, and I'm just giving them away to my friends, because they are adorable pin cushions. I will make one of them. It is a Realist kit, and they're, how big are they? They're 9 centimeters by 5 by 3, so it's very small.
Kidney sized.
This, so this small. So, well, we've got doctor in the house, so
No.
I don't know if I feel blessed or scared. So I thought about, what should I get in like bulk to give people. if they want to try cross-stitching, and I thought this is a fun little kit that you can either use as a pincushion or attach it to your bag to have a little keychain or something like that. It is something that you can stitch, and it's still usable. It doesn't hang on your wall, but you can take it with you. So I bought a bunch of those kits, and I'm just, hey, you want a kit?
I got one too.
You want to get addicted to cross stitching?
You are addicted and you need more.
What did you get, Leonie?
Yeah. So the first thing I got at a normal like sewing crafting shop that we went to nearby, I found this kit, which is pretty cool. It's partly printed on, so the motifs and letters are stitched, but the other things are print, and it looks like a good quality print. I will just.
It's kit from Dimensions, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a Dimensions kit called Bare Feet Welcome, which fits very well because I don't like socks or shoes. So it's like this is printed. In between there are these areas to stitch on, and I'm very curious to try that out. I did another project on pre-printed fabric, where just the background was printed and I stitched over it, but with like counting on it, not stamped kit.
Yeah.
But that print wasn't so good, and it came off when I put a hoop on it a bit.
Yeah.
So I think I will have to be careful with this one.
I don't think that's gonna come off.
I don't know, but I don't want
permanently.
to. I don't really want to risk.
You should get a Q-snap then.
If you have like a hoop mark
Yeah.
on your printed background, that's not so nice.
The other thing that I got, I found the old Great Wave of Kanagawa that Jessie bought me for Christmas the other year, and I never opened it really because I had the plan to make the Pokemon one. So, but if I want to make the original, I can now. I didn't know this company. It is. I think it's Russian company. What is the company called even?
No, but it's from.
It's from Russia anyway.
Oven?
I don't know, but
I don't think that's the name.
But it has everything you need. So if I ever want to stitch the Great Wave in original, now I have a chance. And I bought another Realist kit. I think
Why haven't I seen those before?
I was hiding them from Jessie. But
oh well.
I bought it on huge discount on Amazon. I found it for £10, whole kit with floss in it, and these are beautiful lavender basket full of lavenders, and the floss is a little bit weird in the Realist kit. It's very woolly and fuzzy, so I'm very curious how that will look like. Previously I did the basket. I don't know if you remember, it was one of my first videos. But I did this basket of headers, and I had the kit from Etsy, and it was stolen design from this kit, one of those kits, and I didn't know about that. And I only knew about it when I finished it, and I wanted to stitch those like French knots and motifs, and nothing really stood out. Like they blended in perfectly, so you couldn't even see them. So that's when I did a little bit of digging. Why this kit, like this pattern looks so bad, and there are a few stitches missing in the center of the fabric, and I thought, okay, there's just blank space there. Should I just leave it? And I did, and it looked awful. So I filled them in the way I thought it was supposed to look like. And then it ended up working fine, but I'm still a little bit disappointed that someone just sold stolen pattern on Etsy. Anything else you've got?
A lot.
A lot.
I will leave England with 5 new kits, 1 pattern, and a bit of other stuff.
I don't feel guilty.
I suppose that's the revenge for the Haribo.
Yeah, a little bit. She bought me like 10 packs of Haribo gummies. They were supposed to last me a month, but we already finished almost 2 of them.
I don't feel ashamed. Secretly, he's very happy about it.
I
know
am,
that.
but my weight is not.
That's the first kit I got.
Oh, I
It's,
didn't see
think
that you
it's,
picked it up. This one.
It's a French company, and it's not really a kit, I realized. So the fabric and the threads are not in it, but this wooden thing is in it, and the kind of buttons and stuff.
And knickknacks.
So that's, yeah. But I found it very interesting with the wooden stuff, so I wanted to try it.
Oh, it wraps around it.
Yeah.
And I think the fabric is also missing.
Yeah, fabric and threads
Huh.
to stitch it. So it's not really a kit, I guess. It's just
It's half a kit.
It's a pattern with...
It's the frame.
Yeah, well, there's also the buttons in there, so...
So part of my birthday gift that I received from our common friend, me and my partners, was this rustic fabric, but also those 3 fabrics here. And one of them is the Zweigart 18 count Ada. I don't know if you can see it because it's in the bag, but also I don't feel like taking it out of it. And it is a marble-like. It's called vintage for some reason, but it has like marble pattern on it. It's very nice. I'm not sure if I'll stitch something on it. I hope so.
You can just frame it without anything stitched.
I could. I bought 14 count Ada. I know. I have to buy this for the plant for this little tadpole cross stitch. They require 14 count Ada for that, so I had to buy 14 count Ada first time in like 5 years. So I'll probably never use that again. I'll probably choke on those words later in like 2 years. So I have this Murano Zweigart fabric, and it is called Ice, which is very misleading because it's not ice.
Yeah, not really.
It is more like a, how should I put it? Like slightly violet?
Yeah, very light violet.
Very light violet. You probably cannot even see that on the video.
I could take a
But yeah.
DMC color comparison.
Yeah, I could, but I'm too lazy for that.
I think it's probably one of the 2 or
And
something.
last one, it is 32 count Murano in color Spa, because it's Spa, but it is kind of similar to the one that I stitched my ducks on. So maybe I can make a mini pattern of the ducks and stitch them that, because I have leftover thread still, about 4 or 5 skeins. So I could make a mini duck sampler. Anything else you've got?
Yeah.
Why I'm asking?
I have 2 kits from the same company that they had at this shop. I never tried the company. It's called Alisa or something. And I got a small sailing ship to cope with my bad experience with another
Big sailing ships?
pattern with sailing ships, that it's now at least made it on my wall and it looks good. But that was, and like autumn city walk. I just really like that. So
I think they're adorable.
yeah.
I think it's mostly 10 stitch. Like half stitches.
No.
Like on this. There's a lot of half stitches.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. It's kind of a bit playing with them. Kind of. I don't mind.
So I've got some fabric that I bought from the same shop that Leonie bought her kits. So if it's been in Great Yarmouth, I think I have business card of that shop. Yeah, it is here. So the shop is called Northgate Needlecraft, and it's in Great Yarmouth on the East Coast. Yeah, East Coast. I was just like, Eastern, Western. So it is one of the few shops left in England that they sell cross-stitching stuff. And it is a very beautiful fabric from Weeks Dye Works. And it is called Tin Roof. It's 36 count. I never stitched anything on the 36 count yet. But suggested, I think they suggest to stitch with one thread. One thread over two on this. But it is linen, and it is very... It doesn't look even. No, it is even, but it's very worn out. It looks a little bit worn out. But I like the color of it. And I think I will stitch the Dark Lady of the Wood that I purchased.
Earth, I think.
Of Earth? Or...
Dark Queen of the Earth.
Yeah, so I bought this stitch along, but I haven't still started it, but I think it will work on this beautifully if the fabric is big enough.
Start in the like a bit more fabric sparing way.
But the problem is that it starts from the center.
Yeah, but you can just measure.
I could measure
very
it,
well.
but I don't
Calculate.
trust myself.
I can calculate it for you, and then you can measure it.
Okay.
And I'm sure you can be fine. I have trust in your measuring capabilities.
My ruler is different.
It's even easier with inch, because you just have to, it's 32 count,
Yeah.
36 count, and it's by inch. If you have to transform it into centimeters, it's a lot harder.
But I will stitch it over two, so I'll have to treat it as
then it's 18 count.
18 count, yeah.
Yeah, you can do that. It's not that difficult. It's, I don't know how to... Dreisatz, I would say. Like, two calculations, and then
Dreisatz, yes. I'll do that.
Yeah.
What else have you got?
Yeah. Then I bought a pattern. I nearly bought two, but then I decided I already have enough.
That's not a thing.
No, I mean it's already too expensive, so probably not. So I bought this one, Mirabilia, the Snow Queen.
Is it your first Mirabilia?
Yeah, but I don't know when I would start it, so it might be a while. But it's definitely the first I bought, and if I started, it's the first I would start. But I really liked it. And I saw this one and another Mirabilia pattern, and then I asked if they have any of the specialty floss from the Karen water lilies, because I don't know, it might be difficult to get that in Germany, or I would have to check. And they didn't have any of the two.
But you have one of them.
Flosses for the two, but I got fancy thread anyways.
It's very fuzzy.
Whisper thread, which I would need for the pattern, so that I have that
looks like
already.
a nightmare to stitch with.
But it's fun! I don't know. Yeah, it's probably a nightmare to stitch with, but it also looks very fun. I don't know. I think the effect it has is probably very cool.
Yeah, possibly.
And I will probably complain a lot about it.
Yeah. I
You will
can
get
imagine.
to hear
I'll
that.
get all the messages. Oh, why did I buy this pattern? Speaking of Mirabilia, I've got two. And third one that is coming to me I bought Princess Eliana, and I really like this pattern. But I will definitely not frame it like it's framed here. I will try to find like oval frame maybe, because I don't know. I don't think it belongs to the rectangular frame. What do you think?
Good. But you could maybe, like make it off center, so it looks like she's running somewhere.
Yeah, I could do that. It makes more
something...
sense. Or ask Chris where he is framing his stuff, because he recently, on his last video, he presented some finishes of another stitchy person, and the frames that they used were very interesting. They weren't like square or rectangular or oval. They had like square bottom and oval top. So maybe this company can give me some ideas how to frame it. And because of my partner is in the military, it'll be cheaper for me to send it over there and back. Perks. And the other pattern that I've got is Ophelia. And this is the other memorabilia that I really liked and really do like, because they have like certain motion to them, and they're not like static. No offense. But I like a little bit of motion in those kind of... But to be fair, I was thinking about getting the Ice Queen.
I think she doesn't need motion because she's just very queenly and stoic.
Yes.
Like standing there, majestic, powerful, beautiful.
Despite her like standing still, I really do like this pattern, and I might probably someday buy it. But yeah. Speaking of beautiful ladies.
Thank you.
We've got Leonie. I've got another one from Butternut Road, and it is Earth Dancer, and it is Native American inspired pattern. And I don't think I can get all of the things needed for it, because they want some specialty threads from Rainbow Gallery, and I never heard about that.
I have heard.
You did?
Yeah.
So I think these are those threads here in the Dreamcatcher. But to be fair, I'm not really sure if I will stitch the Dreamcatcher. I might just stitch the dancer itself, and that's it, because she might not need those extra stuffs. But I know the Dreamcatcher is Native American themed, and it's traditional, but I'll have to think about it. I don't know if when I'm gonna first of all when I'm gonna start it, because when I tried to purchase just the beads for this pattern, and it was around 40 to 60 pounds just for the beads. But maybe because of the shop beads, because it's like stationary shop, like normal shop that you can walk in, they have to pay rent, electricity. They might be slightly more expensive than online. But I might have to purchase the beads separately, because for my other memorabilia I purchased the is it called
Bead pack?
An embellishment pack or something like that?
Embellishment,
exactly, pack. And I think I paid only £12 or £16 for it, so it's fraction of the price just for the beads for this one. Maybe they have embellishment pack for this pattern, but I don't know. It's a very old pattern, actually. It's from 1994, so it's only 3 years younger than I am. So it's 28 years old pattern.
Well, what should I say?
What should you say on that?
What the age of the pattern? Because it might be older than I am.
Well, just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Almost. one and a half times older. And I also bought this pattern from Cottage Garden. and it is Simplicity. And called threads for that are Weeks Dye Works, but they also have DMC Alternative. And because recently I'm all about variegated threads, I will stitch that with called in threads, but I'll have to think which fabric to choose for this pattern. Originally, I wanted to use this green one from Week Dye Works, but I think the Forest Lady will work on that a little bit better, so I'll just use that for that. And that means I'll have to probably do buy more fabric next time, or try to pick something from my stash. But that's the last thing that I picked up from this fancy and very expensive store. But I cannot stress that enough, how nice it was just to walk into a store just dedicated to embroidery and cross stitch and browse through different patterns.
Bit like paradise. Just expensive paradise.
Expensive paradise. And one of the most interesting things that I saw but none of us bought was the double-sided needles.
Twin-tip needles.
Twin-tip needles. So they look like something from Star Wars.
Like Darth Maul's lightsaber with
Yes.
a hole in the middle.
Yeah, so I think I might purchase that just out of curiosity. I don't think that's gonna change my cross-stitch life, but it might be an interesting thing to try.
Something fun to try out and then complain about. Why isn't it working? Why? This is supposed to be faster. Oh no, it isn't.
So.
But I got some needles.
Oh, she got some needles, and
Yeah.
I also got some needles, but they are.
Because they. So I got the pony needles because I really like them, and I seem to have misplaced my package of
Pony
them.
needles.
Yeah, they are colored.
Yeah.
And I like colors. And also they are color coded for the size.
Okay.
So the 24, 26 and 28 needles have different colors.
Huh.
So you could tell them apart anyways, but that's yeah, I don't know. I like it. I can just look at them and say, "Oh,
That's 26.
And then I got another pack of 26 size needles, and they are shorter. You can see that. I thought that's interesting. I don't really know what I would need that for, except for a very good game of Thread Chicken.
That's a valid point to own a pack of needles.
I don't know. I just saw them and thought, I need those. Probably like, it's shiny. I need it.
Oh.
My precious.
My precious. So yeah, I think that's everything that I have to show. And it's been like 40 minutes of showing
my sewing whip. My sewing finish.
Right, your sewing finish. I forgot about that. Look what I've got from Leonie. I specifically put it aside so I can grab it when it's time, and I forgot about it. And it is my very first like proper cross stitch bag for a project.
Didn't you get one from Claire?
I got one from Claire, but it's more like a multi-purpose bag for crochet and project like that, because it's there. It's more like opens up wider so you can put your yarn in it. I love it and still use it, by the way, Claire, if you're watching it. Thank you so much again for it. But this is like typically designed for cross stitching, so it has a window so you don't have to open it just to look what's inside.
In case you forget.
In case you forget. So it has beautiful mushrooms inside, and on the outside you've got some animals and little children picking up leaves and animal poo.
What? No.
And mushrooms. I'm just joking about the poo, but I think I will put my I'm not really sure what to put in that yet, but it most likely will be something that I will be traveling with, because if needed, you can just fold it. Which is a very helpful feature for me. But yeah, I think it will be for my smaller patterns like this one. How big is this anyway? It's 159 by 159, so it's not enormous. But yeah.
I think it can fit actually a lot in it.
If I really wanted to, yes.
Yeah. I think I can. Most of the kits I have, I can fit into it.
Yeah.
It's 30 by 30 centimeters.
But the problem is that I like to keep my bobbins in the box.
Yeah, that's.
I'll have to kit it up like properly. With this shouldn't be a problem, because if I buy weak dye works threads, I
Something else to show. Sorry.
Oh. Plot twist, we got more.
Surprise!
So with weak dye works threads, I don't have designated bobbins for them. I could buy them, but I don't own a lot of weak dye work threads, so I can put it on a ring and toss them into the project bag. So I think that will go well with this one, and it's also nature based, so there's like they're meant to be together. What have you got? What else have you got, Leonie?
I got a birthday gift from this nice person here.
Me?
Some fabric and some floss. A surprise for my last day.
It arrived today because of Royal Mail has been slightly naughty recently, and they were on strike.
So I got a very, very big piece of fabric. Very big.
It is not that big, but it is 32 count, I think, Belfast. It is in mushroom color. So I thought I will get her something very universal, because it is light earth tone, and she can adapt it to a lot of projects if she wishes to stitch on it.
Yeah. And then I got floss from Gentle Arts. A lot of oranges. So, but I like orange.
Who doesn't like oranges? Probably people that
And
are allergic to
autumn colors. So, very fittingly, one of them is called autumn. Though it looks more like...
It looks more like a peach color,
Yeah,
to be honest.
What's it again? Salmon?
A salmon, maybe?
Salmon color. And then I have 2 orange colored ones. Orange marmalade and fragrant cloves. Very big birthday gift. And yellow butter crunch. Sounds tasty.
Don't try it at home. Chewing on thread.
Why is this so fibery? And then a very nice green. Whoopsie. Baby spinach. throwing threads around. Very good at throwing stuff around.
Yeah, fancy thread.
Fly! Become free. I'm defying gravity.
Oh, it is from Wicked. Yeah, we've been enjoying our time together.
Yeah, a lot.
And tomorrow is your... Today is your last day, but tomorrow I'm walking you to the train station. I think in the morning. Or you decided to take a later train.
I don't know yet.
Depends what time she'll wake up.
Yeah. I'm not good at waking up early. But it probably doesn't make such a big difference.
No, I don't know.
And it would be nice to say goodbye.
Yeah. And speaking of goodbyes, what a nice segue. I think that's everything that we wanted to show you. And thank you so much for stopping by and looking at those two dorks.
Thank you for giving me the chance to say hi.
You're welcome. Thank you for visiting me. It was a really
fun.
nice, fun time together.
Yeah.
We did a lot of weird and interesting things, and I hope to see you again sometime soon.
I hope so too. Maybe you can come visit me.
Maybe I'll go to
Germany.
Rammstein.
There's a lot of good hiking places around.
Which I like. Okay. Bye everyone. I have to lean forward just to push the button, but bye.